I know what you came here to do. Now press it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
It is going down for real, and I'm still your host, Coach Walters, coming to you live in action on The Score. Today we're going to be getting to know one of our starlets on the diamond and a young lady that has just hit it out of the park, both on the field and in life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start our conversation with Madison Urrutia. Hey, Maddie, how are you?
Hi, Coach Walters. How are you?
I'm surviving. Now, we've had lots of good conversations in passing at various meetings for the Black and Gold Gala, but I certainly am looking forward to the opportunity to get to know you a little better, and I know that that our followers are doing it as well. So, Madison, tell us a little bit about your sports odyssey here at Del Oro.
So I played varsity softball all 4 years, and my freshman year I played JV golf, and my sophomore and junior year I played varsity golf.
Right on. Okay, so you feel good swinging the stick, as it were, whether it be a driver or a bat.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about those experiences. Of the two, which one's your favorite?
I would definitely have to say softball because it's kind of been my thing my whole life more, and golf was definitely a new thing coming into high school.
Okay.
Softball has been really, really great. I've been able to play with a lot of great people over high school season and summer season because they tend to combined when it comes to players. But it's definitely just been a great experience overall with sports.
Awesome. Very, very cool. And obviously it's given you a chance to get to know a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. So kind of talk about, your teammates that you've kind of grown up with. Like you said, you started off freshman year playing varsity softball, and I know you played with your sister for a little while, right?
Yeah, so playing with my sister was definitely like a great experience for sure because we're so close in age, so we're really competitive with each other. But I've gotten to know like a lot of people, like Michaela Robeson. We're actually going to go to college together, which will be actually a lot of fun. And we also play travel ball together, which is kind of cool.
That is very, very cool. Absolutely. Yeah. And speaking of that, definitely not the senior year that any of you guys had envisioned, but I thought it was fairly cool that you guys got together to celebrate your senior day. Talk about this experience.
So this was actually really interesting because the four of us had no idea what was going on. Michaela got a hint from her dad the night before, but me, Caitlin, and Riley were completely clueless on.
You still there? There we go.
And so everybody was coming to my house first, and then they were going to the next house. And so when everybody pulled up to my house, I was told to get into a certain person's car, and I got into the second car. So everybody drove by and I wasn't in front of my house. So that was kind of awkward, but.
Interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, and you're kind of going in and out a little, but hopefully the audio's coming through. So, so obviously we kind of had an impromptu senior day, and that was kind of cool. And, a chance for you guys to get to celebrate and, just a chance to get together and social distance, which of course every athlete is just looking for a little normalcy right now. What is your favorite sport to watch?
My favorite sport to watch would probably either be softball or football.
Okay. Do you have a favorite team?
My family loves the Cowboys.
Okay. Well, we won't count that against you. So. Is there anybody in particular that you'd like to thank for your sports experience?
Definitely my parents, for sure. My dad played D1 baseball, so he was definitely really hard on me for softball growing up. And then my mom is like total mesmerized. She ran the gala stuff. Like she definitely loves being involved. So those two definitely have helped a lot for my.
That's awesome, and it's cool that you're shouting them out like this. If you could replay one game, which one would it be?
So I was thinking about this one, and I definitely would have to say last year, our game right before the championship during sections, we played Yuba City for the second time, and we were in the losers bracket, and we came back and beat them, which was amazing for us because I know that the Yuba pitcher last year, Blake, was amazing, and she was throwing shutouts like back to back. So to be able to lose to them and then come back and beat them to go in the championship was definitely a great experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously softball is a completely different animal, and I don't know how many people know all that it takes, but as incredible as the high school season is, you spend a great deal of time working with outside organizations in travel ball. So talk about this picture and what's going on here.
So this is my team, All-American Sports Academy. So I just joined their team last fall. And so we play travel. So we have fall season and summer season, which is basically any time besides high school, but you still kind of practice on the weekends. So it's kind of softball just all the time. But this was when we were down in LA in PGF, I believe.
Awesome. Well, I have two young daughters that are getting into softball, and they're showing their abilities early. So I'm looking at this and thinking to myself what these pictures might look like in 10 years with my own daughters. So I'm glad to hear that you've enjoyed your experience for sure.
Yeah.
So getting to know a little bit more about you. What's your birthday?
June 12th.
June 12th. So there's nothing that you're hoping for more than for this quarantine to be lifted, is what you're saying.
Yes, I was actually supposed to be in Disneyland for my birthday, so this is kind of messing with all that.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be thinking positive thoughts, hoping that you're gonna get to celebrate in style. So, what restaurant are you gonna go to when this quarantine's lifted?
Definitely Ruth Chris.
Okay. Okay. Not messing around. No Arby's or
No.
Carl's Jr. for you. We're gonna go for the $200 steak. Outstanding. Okay. We already talked about your sister. Do you have any other siblings?
I have 3 siblings total, including Taylor. So I have 3
Okay.
older sisters.
Oh, so you're the baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
So do you go out of your way to let everybody know that you're the princess and should be treated as such?
I mean, sometimes I gotta let them know my place, but
I like it. I like it. Are you a singer in the shower or not?
well, everybody sings in the shower, so I would have to say yes, but sometimes I have to contain myself because my bathroom's right next to my parents' room, so they can definitely hear me.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. What is your go-to Corona snack?
Probably Cheez-Its.
Okay. Going through boxes left and right, or are you rationing it?
Rationing a little bit because
Okay.
the flavor I get needs to be out, so
Oh no.
gotta be
Okay.
careful.
Okay. And what are your plans for next year?
So next year I'll be going to Concordia University, Irvine, down in Irvine. It's a little D2 school down there. Really great.
Oh, that's awesome. And how did you get hooked up with Concordia?
So my freshman year, we were going on tours of just a bunch of different schools in LA, and we stopped at Concordia and ended up having like a 4-hour tour with the coaches. And I fell in love with it. So after my sophomore year, I committed there, and I've just been kind of in love with it ever since.
Oh, that's exciting. So obviously, you're going to get a chance to continue at the next level, which is very, very cool, and get to do something that you love, which is outstanding. That's awesome. If we can change gears, we'll talk a little pop culture. And we got to find out, if you could have 2 tickets to any event, where are you going?
Okay, so if we're talking music-wise, definitely a Post Malone concert, front row.
Okay.
But if we're talking more sports-wise, I would want to go to the Olympics and watch the
Olympics.
Olympics. That would be
Okay.
pretty cool.
What events particular?
I'm not really sure. I like to watch the track people run because I'm like, I could never run that fast. So like, that's kind of cool that they can do. But I don't know, swim, something like that. Maybe
Solid.
softball
Okay.
if they keep.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, they took softball out for a while because the United States was so dominant. And then now all of a sudden, I think that there's a push to bring softball back.
Yeah,
which
it's
would be
supposed to.
great.
It was supposed to come back this 2024. Oh, the Tokyo Olympics is supposed to be back. So
Gotcha.
2020.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear because I've often tried to educate people on the vast differences between softball and baseball, because anybody that thinks it's the same, they're missing the point, because it's a completely different animal. Are you TikTok or the gram?
I definitely watch TikTok more, but I don't post TikTok, so probably TikTok because I watch it more. But
Okay. What is your favorite Disney movie?
Princess and the Frog.
Solid. A fan of Tiana, huh?
Yeah.
Or are you a fan of Prince Naveen?
Probably both.
Okay.
Together they're amazing.
Yeah, there you go. Great answer. Who's your celebrity crush?
Michael Bailing from All American.
Okay. You might have just answered my next question, which is what show are you binge watching right now?
That's actually not the same. Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. So they just finished their 16th season, and I'm watching them all again.
Oh, okay. I remember for some reason my college girlfriend, who's now my wife at the time, we tried to get into the show like season 4, and we watched a couple, and then we just lost momentum. I didn't realize it was still on and they were making new episodes until a student told me this year. I'm like, that's crazy. So the show's almost been on as long as you've been alive.
Yeah, so it's actually become like a rivalry between me and my sisters on who can like finish it the fastest. And so I started the latest, but I ended up finishing first, so I'm winning now.
That's awesome. All I keep hearing is Greg cannot keep a man to save her life. Like, that's how this show has gone, is just one guy after another. She is like the train wreck that the show is really about, is she just can't keep a man. So it is what it is. All right, well, that brings us to our next part of our show, which of course is our one-word association. Reminding everybody about how this game works. I'm going to flash a word up on the screen. Maddie has not seen this word ahead of time, so Maddie is going to rapid fire the first thing that pops into her head. Maddie, you nervous?
Totally nervous.
Yeah, no, you actually, you're the most calm person I've seen get to this part, because most people are petrified, not knowing what's about to happen to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my ugly mug, and we're going to focus in on Maddie. Maddie, you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, dog.
Cat.
Black.
Gold.
House.
Gold. Home.
Chip.
Chocolate.
Future.
Concordia.
Concordia.
Softball.
Softball.
My game.
Art.
Love.
Movie.
Princess and the Frog.
Disney.
Land.
Cow.
Girl.
Run.
Fast.
Singer.
Songwriter.
Famous.
People.
Cookie.
Chocolate.
School.
Deloro.
Sports.
Softball.
Love.
The game.
Golden.
Eagle.
Munch.
Up next.
All right, you heard it. Carter Munch, you are up next on the score. Madison is going to nominate you, and we're going to be getting to know Carter a little bit better. Another one of our athletes who's going to be moving on to play at the next level. Maddie, I have to say thank you so much for being on. It was as much of a pleasure as I thought and more. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck at Concordia next year.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us on this episode of The Score. Make sure that you're tuning in next time to find out a little bit more about what action's going on. If you know an athlete out there that needs to be spotlighted, reach out to us and make sure that we're sharing the love as best we can. Once again, this is Coach Walters telling you, be safe, be smart, take care of take care of yourself out there, because we're gonna get through this and we're better together. Pride matters, and as always, don't forget to check the score.